why you need to tell your wife and your children and your husband and your family members, get up and do good deeds. So that you don't want on the day of judgment to see that you are going to paradise and your wife is going to hell. You're going to paradise and your husband who doesn't pray is going to hell. You're going to paradise and your children going to hell. And then when Allah asks the children, why didn't you do that? The children will say, Allah, my parents only taught me to make money. They didn't teach me Islam and Quran and Salah. They didn't tell me I have to make Hajj and give zakat and fast. They told me you have to go to school, so don't pray Jummah Salah. So then the father goes to paradise and the son goes to hell. If Allah wants, He could probably let the son take the father to hell too, because He sent the son in hell. So the father said, don't go to mosque, you go to Jummah. Go to college, you need that. The fish. You remember the story we gave a little while ago? The fish. It comes up on Fridays. It comes up at the time of Salah, when the adhan goes. So instead of praying, we're busy doing all the other things. Instead of doing the amal as-salihah that Allah has given us the ability to do good, we let other things, the fish, and that's what Allah did. He let the fish come up on the Sabbath day. So the people did not go to church on the Sabbath day. They went to fish. And they said, this is our sustenance. This is our job. This is our business. This is our degree. This is our career. We are fishermen. This is how we mind our wife and children. This is how we make a living. Our livelihood, the fish only come up on the Sabbath day. So we don't go to pray, we go to fish. Allah said, you become apes and swines for refusing and rejecting the word of Allah and not obeying the commands of Allah. Go check it, my brothers and sisters. Surah Al-Ma'idah, those of you who came late, I hope you are not fishing. Go check it, chapter 5, Surah Al-Ma'idah, verse 60. See, you're smiling there, Brother Manju. You got to make sure, check and see the people not fishing on Friday. I know they won't go in the ocean to fish, but they're probably fishing the dollar. That's how Allah tries us. That the time for prayer, the time for Jummah, the time for your Hajj, the time for your fast, the time for this, that's when the risk and the sustenance look shining out there. And Allah tries us to see if we'll go in the right path or we will run behind that. Will we go behind the creator of that, or we will go behind the creation? And that's how Allah tests us. My brothers and sisters, time does not permit. I really need to conclude, inshallah. But I want to share with you a little ayah again on that, on what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in chapter Surah Baqarah. So you take the CD, you will get those other verses we quoted in the beginning, inshallah, bi'idhnillah. And in Surah Baqarah, chapter 2, verse 65, hear what Allah says again. وَلَقَدْ عَلِمْتُمُ الَّذِينَ اعْتَدَوْا مِنْكُمْ فِي السَّبْعِ. He says, and you know, and we well know, you well know, he's telling us, those people who transgressed, broke the laws of Allah, fi Sabt, Saturday, the Shabbat day, which was their Jummah, like our Friday, which is our Jummah. فَقُلْنَا لَهُمْ كُونُوا قِرْدَةً خَاسِئِينَ. Allah said, He said to them, become apes. Become apes, despised and rejected. So, I want to think that the khutbah was too harsh and hardcore, but sometimes, we talk a lot of nice things and make a lot of jokes. Some people say he makes too many jokes on the member. Well, yeah, sometimes it's good to take it a little serious. I hope that this one doesn't choke. The joke, all right, see, this ape and pig doesn't choke. Because if we, and that's why I told you to go check the other verse. Surah Al-Ma'idah, chapter 60. It's a little nice ayah, and time does not permit to get into it. As to those that Allah tested with their risk and their sustenance in fishing, which is equivalent to our business and our career and our college and our school and our business and our livelihood in this world, when we give up Allah, or we leave our Jummah, or our Salah, or our Ramadan, or our Hajj, for that, Allah can turn us into apes or pigs. ثُمَّ رَدَدْنَاهُ أَسْفَلَ سَافِلِينَ. And that's what he says, that I have created you human beings in the best of form. I've given you everything in the best of form. Beautiful, nice, wonderful, successful. But if you human beings don't obey the laws of Allah and we break the commands of Allah, He can make us into the worst of the worst. Apes and pigs or straight to hell. My brothers and sisters, aql mandiyo ke liye ishara kafi hai. For intelligent people, signs are enough. I always remind myself and I remind you of that. In the Quran, Allah always tells us, and these are my signs. وَمِنْ آيَاتِنَا وَمِنْ آيَاتِهِ. And from the signs of Allah, and from our signs. Allah tells us in many different signs in the Quran, in reality in life, so that we can correct our life, we can live the right life, and we can change. We see how many disasters and problems people have in the world. Don't wait for that problem to happen before you come to have a Khatam Quran, and wait for someone to die to want to read a Khatam Quran, and want to give charity, and want to do good, and want to do this, and want to do that. Because Allah says when the day of judgment comes and we stand and we see that our scale has been very light, we'll say, Allah, give us a chance. Let's go back to Pembroke Pines, Florida, or to America, so we could do more good deeds. We could give more in charity. We could pray more. We could fast more. We could do more good for humanity. Allah will say, too late, brother. Too late. Have you ever seen anybody came back? Nobody comes back. Some of us looks as though we came back, as though we dead. But we didn't really came back. We didn't go anywhere yet. Nobody comes back. So make use of it now, my brothers and sisters. Alhamdulillah, ya Allah. Let these radical imams brainwash some of us. We come here, we sit, we sleep in khutbahs, we don't get the message. That's why we miss it. All I need you to be grateful. Are you telling me Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not protect the prestige of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? All of us are only living for business. That's all our dream. Let me see who shall save you now.